What's up? Welcome back to the channel, you sexy specimen. I imagine you clicked on this video because you either just got your PlayStation 5 or maybe you've had it for a while and you're trying to figure out what different kind of features that you can use on this console, which brings us to today's video where I'm going to be showing you guys how you can record gameplay off of the PlayStation 5 directly, no computer required. I repeat, no computer will be required for this video where you can record your gameplay up to 4K and also share it to platforms such as YouTube. Pretty cool. Now, of course, if you have a computer on hand, that's a great bonus. It's not required, but it's nice to have in order to do more things with the footage that you record. It goes really nicely along with a USB flash drive, so that way you can transfer those files over to this device and then put them to your computer nice and easy. But what about the mobile phone? How would that come into play here? Well, there's another flash drive that I really recommend you guys pick up in the case you like editing and then saving your files on your mobile device. So I highly recommend you pick up a mobile phone flash drive. I'll leave some examples in the link description below. They're very cheap, but you'll be able to transfer files from a USB-A port, so from your console, and then you can also switch it back over to an iPhone adapter or USB-B or USB-C. You'll be able to transfer those files directly over to your phone. So this is a very nice device to have when you want to transfer those files over. The last thing I'd highly recommend you add to your PlayStation 5 recording setup is a nice USB microphone. There's plenty out there from like HyperX, there's the Blue Yeti, there's a Blue Snowball. I'm using the Elgato Wave microphone. This is probably my favorite microphone I've ever had. There's a lot of nice microphones out there and you want to have a good one because you want your commentary to be nice. If people are listening to some horrible audio, such as audio off of the PlayStation controller, this thing isn't very good, trust me. You want to get something better so that people will want to stay and stick around to watch your video if you plan to add a commentary overlay to it. So that covers the equipment that I recommend for this setup, but some of you guys watching may question, what about the PlayStation camera? How did you just not mention the PlayStation camera at all? Well, guys, this is strictly for streaming. You actually can't use this camera for recording. So I just want to make that clear. Hey, maybe in the future, PlayStation will add a feature to where you can add your face cam while you're doing normal recordings on the PlayStation. But as it stands right now, that's strictly for streaming. Now you're ready to start recording your gameplay. But before you just get excited and start clicking that create button, let's go over the settings and make sure that you have those correct. You first want to navigate to your PlayStation Home menu. If you're in a game, go ahead and hold the PlayStation button, and that'll bring you back to the PlayStation home screen. Once you're here, go over to the top banner and go to your settings. Then you want to scroll all the way down to the bottom to captures and broadcasts. Then select the captures tab, and let's take a look at your shortcuts for the create button. I have mine set to standard, so that means when I press the create button once, it'll display the create controls. If I press and hold it, it'll take a screenshot. If I press twice, it'll save a video clip of my recent gameplay to my PlayStation. That recent gameplay I have set to record for 30 seconds is essentially like a flashback recording option, so in case you get a really cool clip, you can go back and record that recent gameplay. If you want to change your button mapping, just go ahead and select the button mapping option, and then you can select easy screenshots or easy video clips. If you want the button mapping similar to how it was on the PlayStation 4 when you double tap the share button, then you want to select the easy video clips option. And as you can see, if you press the create button twice now, it'll start or finish a recording of a video clip. For me, I actually prefer to go with the standard button mapping because it's so easy just to bring up the create controls, and then just by pressing the create button twice, I record that recent gameplay clip, which I have set to 30 seconds in case something really cool happens. Which actually happens a lot more than you think. When you're just leisurely gaming, you'll pull off some crazy clips that you wouldn't expect to happen when you're just regularly recording. The next setting to take a look at is the video clip format. I keep mine usually in MP4 if I'm recording at 1080p, but if you want to record up to 4K, it will default to WebM. So check it out. If I select that option, it'll change to WebM as that's the most efficient file type for recording in 4K on the PlayStation. Once you're happy with the resolution and file type of your video clip, you can select whether or not you want to include your microphone audio, so that would be the USB mic that you've included, or it can be the controller microphone if you really have nothing else to work with. Of course, I'd recommend still having that USB mic, but you can select to include that within your video clip as well, in addition to the party chat audio. So just go ahead and select those if you want to include them. One last thing to show you guys within your captures and broadcast settings, and this is more so that your console doesn't fill up on space. Check out your trophies tab and make sure that these are selected off. If you have saved trophy videos checked on, every trophy achievement that you get within a game is going to save a video clip. That's going to fill up the drive space on your console very quickly. So I highly recommend having those turned off if you don't already. All right, I just hopped into a game here and I'm about ready to record. But before we do that, let's make sure our microphone is all set to go. So I can do that by just tapping the PlayStation home button. That'll bring up my quick menu. I'm gonna scroll over to my microphone input and I'm just gonna make sure that my USB microphone or whichever microphone I'm willing to work with is selected. Make sure that it's not muted. And then I can adjust the microphone level as well so I can hear myself. Woo! If your microphone settings are ready to go, then you can go ahead and tap the create button. You'll pull up the control menu and then go over to the right and then just select start new recording and your gameplay will begin to record at the resolution and file type quality that you've set. You'll know you're recording if you look to the top of your screen and you see that gray box with the red recording icon in it with the timer going up. That means that your video is still being recorded. Now you can stop your recording anytime by just tapping the create button again and then just selecting stop recording. And your recording will end and it will save to your media gallery. Now, a pretty cool thing with the PlayStation 5 is that I don't need to go to the Media Gallery app to check out my recordings. I can easily do that by going back into my Create controls and then clicking that thumbnail icon of my recent recording, and that'll bring up a quick menu of my recently recorded gameplay. So I can just cycle through them by selecting R1 and L1, just like so. I can even expand it to watch it. So that's one of my recent Rocket League clips. But the main cool thing you can do from this little menu is share your gameplay. So you can share 1080p clips to YouTube or Twitter. 4K clips is just gonna be to YouTube. I can also perform a quick edit straight from this menu as well in case I wanna make any trims or little modifications. I do recommend using the free application called Share Factory Studio on your PlayStation 5 because that'll give you more advanced editing features. You can also favorite or remove from favorite a video clip as well as delete it. Now, of course, you can always go to your Media Gallery app, and here I can see all of the screenshots and clips that I've made since I've had the PlayStation 5. If I select a clip, I can watch it in full screen on the console, and one of the additional things I can do now is be able to move that to a USB device. And I do that by just pausing the video, and if I scroll down and move over to the far right icon, that three-dotted icon that says More, select that, and then select copy to USB drive. Now I'll need to put a USB drive in order for this video file to copy over. I'm actually gonna use this USB phone flash drive. Just plugged it into the back of the console. I'm gonna select copy and it should transfer over. 100% complete and it says I can find the media under the PS5 folder. Let's see if that worked. I'm gonna use the lightning in, plugged it into my phone now. The app to pull the files off of this mobile flash drive is Y-Disk. So let's go ahead and launch it. We're on the USB side of this application and we're gonna go over to videos and there it is. Yep, 29 seconds today. This looks really good. Yeah, this is the video file. And now I can save it to my phone if I wanted to. This is why I highly recommend this flash drive. See how easy it was to transfer files from my PlayStation 5 to my mobile phone? Whew. The other thing you can take a look at is the information, and that'll just let you know the file size and also the resolution. The last thing I'll show you guys here is within the media gallery, in the case you want to delete multiple clips at a time, just scroll over to the left-hand side, click on that check mark icon, and that will allow you to select multiple clips like so. And now you can either delete them or you can even move them to a USB drive. Overall, these recording features on the PlayStation 5 are definitely a step up from what we had on the PlayStation 4, but it doesn't mean that there's not room for improvement still. I think the cherry on top to this whole recording process would be an integration with, of course, the PlayStation camera. And then we need a cloud drive. Why do we still not have a cloud drive? If you have an Xbox console, you can actually transfer your clips to OneDrive. So that way you can easily have files shared between your phone, your computer. You don't need any sort of USB devices. Sony, if you're watching this, let's get a cloud drive together. I'll back you up. If you guys haven't already, make sure you smack the thumbs up button and also share this video with your friends so that they know how to do this when they have their PlayStation 5 console. And of course, subscribe to the channel with the post notifications on if you're new around here. And I will leave you with this. Link description below. Go check out the 4K quality of these PlayStation 5 clips. Let me know how it is. You know, check it out. You know, if you want. If you're a little bored and you need a little bit extra content to watch, I got you, brother. Link description below. But besides that, I'll see you in my next video, people. Peace.